It's going to take 4 times as much time to work with one buyer lead from like an online website like a Zillow or a Treelily or realtor.com as it is going to be working with one expired seller. Hi, this is Brian Icenhower. Welcome to our module on prospecting for expired and canceled listings. An expired listing is when a listing has been placed up for sale by another realtor and the listing agreement runs its course for the listing term entered in the multiple listing service or MLS and then expires. It automatically ticks as expired, meaning that listing time frame has now ended and then the sellers of the property that's up for sale are now fair game to be contacted by other agents because they are now out of their listing period and they are not under a listing agreement with their previous seller. A canceled listing is a little different, although the same result. Canceled listing means the listing agreement has been canceled, typically prior to the expiration date of the listing term for whatever reason. Maybe the agent was fired and the agent let the home seller out of the listing agreement early, but it shows up as a canceled listing. So those two terms we're going to just refer to going forward as expired listings. Good expired prospectors understand that these people do want to sell their home, and you reaching out to contact them about the opportunity to list their home for sale is really an effort to finally help them reach their goals. And their goals are to move to a new home and get this house sold. It is one of my favorite forms of prospecting. If I were to go back into real estate and start selling real estate again, I would probably do it 2 ways. That would be my initial focus. Number 1, I would really work on getting my SOI, Sphere of Influence referral database together. In addition to that, I would layer expired prospecting as my second biggest source. Because expired prospecting have some of the best conversion ratios in the business. You know, all other forms of prospecting typically, you know, we're reaching out to either people we know but they don't want to sell their home, or we're reaching out to people we don't know, maybe circle prospecting or just sold marketing, where we're reaching out to people that we don't know and don't want to sell their home. Expireds, these are people who really want to sell their home. I mean, so this is a very warm phone call. I mean, this is a very, very targeted lead that we're calling. Not only do they want to sell their home, they've tried and they've failed. So they're over all of the delusions and denial about their home being worth more because it's got special stenciling in the kitchen or these amazing countertops or a big backyard that they think will justify a very high price. They've already tried that price. They've already put it out there and the market's rejected it. So these people, when you call an expired listing, they're much more realistic, they're much more urgent, and quite frankly, you don't have to worry about price as much because they've already tried it. So price objections are much easier with expired listings because they've already had their chance to go fishing for a high price, and now they are much more focused on just getting this home sold. It's one of the best conversion ratios in the business. So if you can talk to 25 people, speak to them over the phone, and that person is a decision maker, not their 8-year-old child, not the grandfather that's staying with them, it's one of the owners of the home that is a decision maker. If we can have 25 even brief conversations, typically that will result in 1 listing appointment. You can actually set a listing appointment a day if you can carve out 2 to 3 hours out of your day, have 25 conversations, you'll typically set 1 listing appointment a day. It's a very high conversion rate. So if I'm first getting into the business, again, I'd start building up that SOI, but I'd quickly start prospecting like that because I would want a lot of listings. Listings equals signs, it gets my name out there. Taking listings takes a lot less time than working with a bunch of buyers. So a lot of people would say, well, I'd want to start out by getting online leads and buying Zillow zip codes, and you know, and those are good sources of business. We have courses on that, we teach that, we train that, they're wonderful, but they take a lot more time. It's gonna take 4 times as much time to work with one buyer lead from like an online website like a Zillow or a Treelily or realtor.com as it is going to be working with one expired seller. If we're going to reach out and we are going to contact expired listings, one of the first questions you might be thinking is, where do I get these telephone numbers? So what a lot of top producing prospectors do is they actually pay for the numbers. You can pay anywhere from $50 a month to $300 a month for good expired numbers. You'll get cell phone numbers often the times. If you start getting at the upper end of that, $250, $300 a month, you'll even get email addresses, you'll get multiple cell phone numbers if there's multiple people that live in the house. You'll get landlines too, you can get lots of them. So there's varying degrees of the quality of the phone number that you get from a lot of different services out there, depending on the amount you want to spend a month. So that's $3,600 investment. Oftentimes in many areas, one commission closed. would cover that expense, and that's your main expense associated with prospecting for expired listings. Now again, if we're taking anywhere from 60 to 100 expired listings a year, clearly that's going to be an amazing 60 to 1 return on investment, or 100 to 1 return on investment. So it's worth the investment. It's one of the best investments on prospecting. It's another reason why I'd make it a big part of my business, prospecting for expired listings. The best sources for getting expired phone numbers, they change all the time, and I really recommend getting with an ICC coach to kind of give you the best insights and discounts that we offer through ICC to set you up with the right company to provide the best expired prospecting service out there. You miss a week of prospecting with a decent conversion ratio, you can miss yourself 3 listings a week by falling off. So it's very important that we track those contacts every single day, have someone holding you accountable. At ICC, we hold all our clients accountable to making their weekly contacts, so it's very important we stay on that every single day and we track our contacts, track our appointments. It's a crucial part of staying engaged and staying efficient and increasing our skills and our conversion ratios through prospecting. Now in your materials, at the end, you're gonna see a ton of scripts provided to you. Really quick expired listing scripts for when they don't answer, how we leave them voice messages, got quite a few scripts for that. Different variations of expired prospecting scripts all the way through at the end. And then I promised you we have a lot of objection handlers, different scripts you can use for handling different types of objections in addition to the ones provided in the materials. Everything from we're not putting it back on the market, we're waiting for the market to get better, to I'm going to relist with the same agent, or I'm going to sell it myself, FSBOs. I've already found a different agent, all the way through. Different objection handlers for each of those all the way through. So get started and you can actually move forward into engaging into expired prospecting with confidence. Thanks a lot for taking this module, and good luck prospecting for expired and canceled listings.